Hi, today we're making caramel sauce. The basis for my sauce recipe is based on a salted caramel recipe that I like. The basic recipe calls for 2 cups of sugar, which is about 400 grams, 1 cup of golden syrup, and about half a teaspoon, a little less than a half teaspoon of sea salt. That's going to be for our caramel. And at the same time, we're going to heat up 2 cups of heavy cream and mix in 2 teaspoons of vanilla right there. And when the caramel reaches the proper temperature, we'll add the butter and pour in the heavy cream mixture. Alright, I've combined the sugar, golden syrup, and the salt. I've turned the heat on to medium. And what I'm going to do is just stir the mixture to combine, and it'll slowly start melting. It's been about 3 minutes. The mixture is starting to bubble around the edges. So the next step is to wash the side of the pan to get rid of the sugar that's building up along the sides. Just take a pastry brush with some water and just brush the sides. Okay, it's been about 3 minutes. I've covered the sugar syrup mixture, and now I'm going to wash down the sides again. Now just let it boil. I have a thermometer, and the temperature we're shooting for is 305. Alright, the temperature of the syrup is at 301, and usually when it gets to this stage, it'll go from golden brown to dark brown to black really quick. So I have the butter ready, and when I get 305, which it is now, I'll add the butter. Oops, missed. And usually what I do is I take it off the heat, because we're going to add the cream, and the cream mixture sometimes will cause it to overboil. I use a pan as a catch, just in case I get some overflow. But I'll take a silicone spatula, make sure the butter is incorporated. It's starting to fizz up quite a bit. Here's the heavy cream with the vanilla added. I heated the heavy cream until there was little bubbles and turned off the heat. Whoa. There's the bubbling up I'm talking about. Even though this is a hot liquid, the cream or the syrup is at 300 degrees. So there's a lot of energy still left. So I'm going to just slowly add the mixture a little at a time to make sure it doesn't overflow. Alright, here's the mixture with all the cream, butter, and vanilla added in. Put it back on the heat, and we're going to slowly cook it up till about 220 to 225, depending on how thick you want the mixture, your final syrup to be. One thing about this, you have to constantly stir or take it off the heat to prevent it from boiling over. Like right there, I just took it off the heat. Alright, the temperature of the sauce now is about 222, 223. You could cook it thicker if you like. It's starting to form a thread it's still liquidy, but it's starting to form a thread. Alright, the caramel sauce is cooled to about 165. While the sauce is cooling, I prepped 2 mason jars or canning jars, and they're plastic lids and the canning funnel. So basically I'm just going to pour in the sauce. Up to the line. Okay, with the jars filled, you want to take a damp cloth and just wipe down any extra sauce that's dribbled on the side of the jars. That makes for a better seal.